Hi, in this video, we will be talking about infection control. According to the World Health Organization, infection prevention and control are measures that aims to ensure the protection of those who might be vulnerable to acquiring an infection, both in general community and while receiving care due to health problems in a range of healthcare settings, may it be in the hospital or nursing home. Infection. So what is infection? Infection is the invasion and multiplication of microorganisms such as viruses, bacteria, and parasites and other agents into the human body. These agents causes tissue damages which is not treated can lead to diseases. Infection can either be local, such as skin infection, or systemic, where infection crosses blood vessels, which causes sepsis. It could also be acute or chronic, dependent on the duration of the infection and the prognosis. To be able to understand the infection control, we should learn the chain of infection. It is a cyclic event where the aim is to break the chain to prevent recurrence of infection. We start with etiologic agent. Etiologic agent are the microorganisms which have potential to cause infections. These are either bacteria, parasites, fungi, and other microorganisms. Reservoir. Reservoir are the sources which can either be human, plants, animals, and the environment itself. Humans are the best source of infection to other humans. The portal of exit is how the etiologic agent leaves the sources, such as coughing. The mode of transmission is one of the most crucial part of the chain of infection where nurses can do something. Direct transmission is one of the mode of transmission where the immediate and direct transfer of microorganisms from one person to person through coughing, biting, kissing, or even sexual intercourse. Indirect are either vehicle or vector-borne. Vehicle are any substances that serves as an intermediate means to transport and introduce an infection agent into the susceptible host. This can either be soiled clothes, toys, water, food, blood, serum, surgical instruments. Foodborne diseases, bloodborne diseases, and waterborne diseases are specific diseases acquired through vehicles. The vector-borne are caused by animals or flying or crawling insects that serves as an intermediate means of transporting the infectious agent. While airborne are either the droplets or dust particles. The point of entry is how the agent enters the host, while the hosts are compromised, which can transfer the etiologic agent to another human being. The body is designed to fight infection, hence the body defense, which can either be non-specific or specific. Non-specific is primarily the anatomic and physiologic response to possible infection, such as the skin, saliva, even the hair in our nose, tears, and stomach acidity are non-specific anatomic response. Inflammation is a physiologic response, which is divided into 3 stages. The first stage is the vascular and cellular response. The blood vessels at the site of injury constrict. Afterwards, it will be dilated, where the blood vessels causes the increase in blood in the area, which causes redness. There will be also release of chemical mediators such as bradykinin, serotonin, and prostaglandin, and also the release of histamine, which are chemical mediators. The fluid, proteins, and leukocytes, or the white blood cells, leak into the interstitial spaces, which causes the appearance of the signs of infection, such as swelling, or edema, or even pain. The second stage is exudate production. Inflammatory exudate is produced consisting of fluids that escapes from the blood vessels, dead cells, and dead tissue cells, and products that they release. Injurious agent is overcome, and the exudate is cleared away by the lymphatic drainage. Reparative stage is the regeneration or the granulation tissue and even the scar tissue formation. Specific body defense is mostly related to immunity. We have to understand the difference of antigen versus antibody. Antigens are substances that induces the immunity. They are the switch of immunity. On the other hand, antibody is the product of antigen entering the body. Active and passive immunity are two different aspects of immunity. Active is when the person produces antibodies from antigen either from natural disease or vaccine. Passive immunity is where the person receives antibodies either from the milk of the mother or from injection of immune serum or antibodies. There are factors that increases the susceptibilities to infection, which includes age, heredity, level of stress, nutritional status, medical therapy, and diseases. We can support body defenses by promoting hygiene, nutrition, fluid, sleep, stress, and immunization. As a nurse, we have the utmost conscience and responsibility to prevent infection in any healthcare settings. This could be maintained by practicing standard precaution and asepsis and aseptic technique, which we will further discuss in the upcoming lecture. Thank you.